Let's do a tech review. What's up, my dudes? AZ Gear Guy here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back again with another gear review for you. Well, not really a gear review per se, more like a tech review. Either way, you're gonna like it. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I make new videos every week. Today I'm going to be talking about the Aftershokz Aeropex bone conduction headphones. Yes, I realize this type of review is out of the norm for me. I usually do some sort of tech review or other random stuff, but you'll come to realize very quickly on this channel that I don't really do things in a normal way. I want this channel to kind of be an all-around type of channel where I do gear reviews, tech reviews, vlogs, anything you can think of, just kind of all wrapped up into one. So hopefully you enjoy the content. Remember, any item that I talk about in this video, I'll be sure to leave links for in the description below. These headphones are not like traditional headphones. They're not over the ear or in the ear. I think there have been a lot of companies in the past few years that have made great strides to include cyclists, hikers, and runners with these specific types of headphones. I think bone conduction headphones are a great way to innovate in the realm of headphones in general. The Aftershokz Aeropex are the latest iteration of bone conduction earphones. There have been several different models released in the past. Unfortunately, I haven't tried them yet, but maybe I will in the future. The Aeropex run on Amazon for around $160 and are by far the most expensive set on their website. And honestly, if you want headphones that are going to immerse you in the experience of a podcast or a song that you really like, whatever, these may not be the ones for you. So keep that in mind as you are watching this video and just kind of hearing my opinions about these specific headphones. And honestly, what I like about these headphones is they're mainly for people that want to remain situationally aware of their surroundings while they're running, while they're hiking, while they're biking, and not necessarily have something over their ear zoning out to whatever they're listening to. So as a little disclaimer, guys, I actually opened this box last week, but as I was filming for this video, I did not have the sound working correctly, and I didn't notice until I was in post. So I am just going to show you the contents of the box. It's not going to be a fresh unboxing. I'm just going to show you what's in here and kind of give you a rundown on what they include as far as accessories for the Aeropex. So initially, as you open the box here, you get two boxes. One of them has one of the accessories that I'll show you in a minute. So it's empty now, but this one is a box within a box here. So you kind of gotta take that off here. You open this, and then the Aeropex actually came out of here. So a little anticlimactic there, I apologize. So in the box, you get a carrying case, the Aeropex themselves, two charging cables, which I actually have the other one at work. So one thing actually about the charging cables that I should mention is that there is a proprietary connector on here specific to Aftershokz and Aeropex that is magnetic. So as you can see there, you can clip that right onto the headphones themselves, and these actually charge pretty dang fast. So that's really nice. You also get some little earplugs, user guide, pairing instructions, as well as this sports belt. So obviously first you get the Aftershokz themselves, and I've actually put in a good solid week of use out of these, so I can actually give you some information about these headphones. The second thing they kind of give you is this carrying case. It's very smooth, almost rubber-like, matte rubber case with a magnet strip on it that closes like that, and you can put your headphones right inside. But actually, I saw a lot of information about these, and honestly, I don't like this because I don't feel like I'm gonna get a whole lot of use out of this particularly. So what I did instead, I actually purchased this case here. And this I'll leave a link for in the description below. So it's a hard shell case that you can actually put your Aeropex inside of, as well as, I don't really know what this is for, but I figure it's for your little ear protection there, or your earplugs. And then I would use this more as, you know, like a cord carrying area. And so yeah, you just put all this into the case, zip it up, Now you don't have to worry about, if you put them in your backpack, them getting crushed or anything. I mean, this is a pretty solid case, you know, as opposed to, you know, this. So it's a nice gesture, I think, from Aftershokz, but I don't think it's the most functional thing. So that's why I got this, and this is around $12 on Amazon. Another thing you get is the user guide. It's pretty self-explanatory what that is. Also, this is the Aftershokz Aeropex pairing guide, and you can actually pause the video if you want to take a look at that. Here's the other side. And honestly, the cool thing about these, and I'll show you this in a minute, is that these Aeropex are actually IP67 waterproof, and so you can actually dunk them in water or swim with them, whatever, if you just decide to get in the pool with them, and it won't affect them at all. So to demonstrate the I67 waterproof feature, I am going to show you that the Aeropex themselves are indeed waterproof. So to start, let me scoot this back a little bit. So to turn them on, you just press this little power button right there. You hold it down, and it should turn them on. So you see right there that they're on. So that's just to demonstrate that everything's okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them here and I'm going to dunk them. Blah. According to Aftershokz, they are good to be dunked for, I think, around 30 minutes is what they say. I haven't experimented with that full 30 minutes, but that's something that you could do. So I turned them off there, and now I'll turn them back on. And they're just fine. So they're pretty watertight. I wouldn't be too worried about it, to be honest. So the other item that Aftershokz actually includes in the package is this sports belt. Ooh, fancy. So I open this up, and what's inside is a fanny pack with an elastic band. Feels like it's a nylon vinyl type material. It's got a nice zipper in here. Apparently they want you to either put this with the case or just the headphones inside, which is kind of sketchy to me. I don't know, it doesn't look like they fit very well. I mean, I guess you could use it for other things aside from the headphones, but I don't think I'd wear this. It's up to you guys, but personally, I don't think I would wear this at all. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a close-up of how these things actually fit. So on your ear, they go right over your ear here, and the little pad, and I'll show you, the little pad right here, this will need to be touching the space in front of your ear. So you get this little spot right there. And they fit around your head like this. So you get a little bit of that action going on. It's kind of like those old school headphones that you used to wear back in middle school that had the big muffs on and then they just went around your head. They were the coolest things back in the day with the Sony Walkmans. I digress. I'm showing my age a little bit, but that's kind of how they fit. I do like how they fit, but they are a little interesting to get used to. I mean, by no means will you lose them if you shake your head like this or something. I mean, you're gonna get a good amount of snugness around your ear and your head. I mean, yeah, there's space right here between my head and the band, but I mean, it's wrapping around my ear pretty snugly. It's not super tight. It won't give you a headache or anything like that, but it is definitely comfortable. And these aren't going anywhere. You know, I wouldn't wear them on a roller coaster or anything like that, but if you're just walking around normally or running or biking, they'll be perfect. And honestly, they fit so well that sometimes I actually forget that I'm wearing them. I'll typically wear them at work or, you know, just walking around a store. I mean, because you can take calls with them, so that's what's really cool. And I'll forget that they're on. And then when I get a call, it'll start buzzing, and then I'll hear the call or whatever ringtone I have go through the actual headset. So just like any headset of this caliber, you're gonna find, you know, your controls on the actual portion of the headphones, if I can actually show you. So you'll see right there, volume controls. So you've got your on button and your volume up button, and then your volume down button right there. And then you also have the button that you can use to answer calls. You just click that and it'll answer or hang up your call. Also, and I find this kind of cumbersome, sorry for the zoom there, but when you press this button and you're listening to music, you press it once to stop and once to play, and then you press it twice to skip forward a song, and then 3 times to skip back. Honestly, it's a bit cumbersome to do that, but I mean, I haven't been bothered by it because I really don't skip back tracks, and if I do, I usually do it on my phone. But if I'm driving or something like that, I'll typically press those buttons. And I've come to learn that the mic quality on these things are pretty awesome. I actually use the app Marco Polo. I don't know if any of you use it, but it's basically a video chat app where you kind of press play or press start to record, and then you press stop. And so when I have those on, I can use this mic to record my video as well. And I've listened to my videos that have been recorded with these, that it sounds great. It sounds even better than just having my phone close to my mouth. And by the way, this is what they look like with a hat on. So typically my hats are a little bit too long for my head, and so they fit over my ears. But I mean, I don't feel any discomfort. I can even wear sunglasses, honestly, and it won't even hurt. Honestly, because I have a beard, you can't really see the headphones. They kind of blend in a bit. So it's kind of nice for me to have them on. And honestly, pairing them is super easy. I'm not gonna go into that because I don't really like filming with my phone, you know, or anything like that. And as I stated before, the sound quality on these things are pretty awesome. But like I said, they're not over the ear or in the ear headphones. You're gonna get basically vibration right here, and that keeps your ear canals open so that you can hear everything else around you. Fortunately, I have the internet to give you a precise definition of what bone conduction is, specifically in the realm of headphones. Bone conduction bypasses the eardrums. In bone conduction listening, the bone conduction devices, such as headphones, perform the role of your eardrums. These devices decode sound waves and convert them into vibrations that can be received directly by the cochlea, so the eardrum is never involved.
There you go.
And also to note that these things are really light. As I've said before, the reason why I forget these are on my head is because they're so light. I would even argue they are as light as regular headphones that you get out of the box of, you know, a Samsung phone or an iPhone or whatever. I had the opportunity to try them out as I was driving, and I would roll down the windows on the freeway, and honestly it was a little hard to hear. So if you're in a moderately noisy to quiet room, that would probably be ideal for something like this. I could say that on a bicycle, if you have the volume high enough on a bike, I think you should be fine because you're not going over 65 miles an hour on a bike. And so I think you'll just be just fine. Even if there's a wind blowing at you, I think you'll still be able to hear just fine. And one thing to note, if you're not used to these types of headphones, the little bit of vibration that you get right here, if you have your music loud enough, or for example, when I have Google Maps and my music playing, it vibrates a little bit more and there is a little bit of ear tickle. For me though, the vibration doesn't bother me at all. It's actually something I kind of gloss over, or I just don't notice at all. And as far as sound leakage is concerned, I really don't get a whole lot of that. When I'm sitting next to family or friends and I'm listening to these, people don't tend to hear what I'm listening to. They may hear a little bit of a buzz, but that's it. So if you're on a bus or a train or some sort of public transit, I think you'll be fine. Even if you have these full blast, I doubt you'll be bothering the person sitting next to you. Based on Aftershokz website, the battery life on these things is supposed to get around 8 hours. Right now, total time for the past few days that I've been using them, I've been seeing about 6 to 7 hours, but that's just me using them constantly. I think that's still not bad. Definitely not 8 hours, but honestly, that may be different for you. It could depend on how high you have the volume, if you leave them on when you're not using them, so on and so forth. If you found this video helpful in any way, please don't hesitate to hit that like button down below. I greatly appreciate any support you're able to give. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's gonna be all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.